So when we have a look in our portfolio, I would say like everyone have big red numbers in the portfolio already in the altcoins. So Bitcoin is kind of trading still in a good way. So there we will have a closer look later. But first of all, let's talk about the altcoins, because a lot of altcoins are crashing like 10 to 15%. But one thing we have to notice about this is like a normal correction. So it happens in every bull run, in every bull cycle, that we have like a small correction, like between 5 to 10%, what is usually also very healthy to gain a lot of momentum. Because if we zoom a little bit out, especially like on the altcoins, where we see on the weekly or especially like on the monthly crypto bubbles, that we see a lot of altcoins are performing still way in the monthly overview. So imagine like few weeks back or 1 week back, could you imagine that like XRP would trade on a monthly base like 270%, or like H-bar making 400% after 1 month? So I think nobody have thinking about it. So that's also like a very clear perspective we need to have a look, that we zoom a little bit out. So when we go straight now in the chart, what's happening, that a lot of liquidation. So when we have a look on the liquidation heat map, we see that a lot of liquidity down here around the 96,000 US dollars was cleared up. And now the new liquidity is built up around the $100,000 market. So if we zoom a little bit out, so especially when we zoom on the weekly, we can see directly that the liquidity is straight above us around the 100 and 105,000 levels. That's like the all-time high level. So a lot of liquidity is sitting there. We've also seen this last week where we get the liquidity down here. The liquidity was grabbed. We are pumping straight back up to 100,000 US dollar level. And now it was the same. A lot of liquidity was building in the 100,000 US dollar level. We cleaned this liquidity and also cleaned the liquidity down in 97,000 US dollars, also down to 90. The closest point was 94,000 US dollars. This is exactly like the candle close over here. So now the direction should be very clear to the upsides, to the liquidity on above. But when we look on the Bitcoin chart, we can also see that we have now here, we need to delete our box here. Our price target we can still remain, but we have another box we have to keep a very big attention also here, which is very, very important that we hold this box over here. We can mark it as a red box. So for us, it's very, very important that we go straight above this level, 90,000 US dollars, to can see a lot of continuous move to the upside, so that we reclaim the 100,000 US dollar level. For me, I would not open any long or short position right now. I would say definitely wait until we tap into this box here. There we can open a long position, or if we reclaim the 100,000 US dollar level, because when we reclaim the level, we should go straight all the way up to the new all-time high. So in this part, I would only do spot DCA, also like in altcoins, also like in Ethereum. So that's a perfect way where we can DCA our prices down. Also, like buying a spot position on Bitcoin would be a very good idea to get now into the market. We also see on the Bitcoin dominance that the Bitcoin dominance was now going straight to the upside, 56%, now in the highest points 57%, which also means that like the altcoin season index is going down. I told many times that when we're reaching 75% or 80%, it's a good time to take profits. Now we are still on the 65%, what means like it's a good moment to accumulate more altcoins. I will give you also like in the next few minutes some altcoins I would buy. I also shared in the Patreon group a lot of altcoins I'm buying now on dollar. I also shared a lot of altcoins I buy. I also shared in the Patreon group a lot of altcoins where I'm buying now DCA down. So check the link down below in the video description. Otherwise, we can also go to the Ethereum chart, because Ethereum is also making the correction. You have told us that if we don't hold this level here, we will all the way falling down. So the next levels also for Ethereum to see is exactly this level. We grabbed exactly in this this support zone. And now for us it's very important to reclaim the 3070-80 level to see continuous move to the upside, or if we cannot reclaim this level, I definitely expect a move way back down to the downside like here to fill this liquidation wick. That's also what we see on the Bitcoin chart when we also go there again, that we can also see that's a big wick always here, also like here, and these wicks needs to get filled, not directly like in the next few days, but in the next weeks. Definitely we can also see that the wicks will be filled, so maybe we can see now a next move to the upside and then get the wick filled, or we fill first the wick and then go straight to the upside, which also means when we have the closer look to the liquidation levels, we see that here the liquidation is also there and also in the top, as I told you in the beginning of the video. One altcoin which I definitely want to buy is Tau, because we also seen here, so everybody who catch this move all the way down to $380 would be very, very lucky. I don't expect this much move to the downside in this week, but definitely a good coin you can accumulate like in this range here. It's a very great range to accumulate more of your Taos and trade this all the way up, or build a long position on spot all the way up to the all-time high. We see it like last days. It's 28% to the all-time high, so very nice correction. So everybody who is not invested in Tau would be a great opportunity to get a new position here on Tau, because we see it also like here. We make this as a resistance. Here we came down as a support. Breakout, have the support again, breakout to the all-time high, get a correction, now consolidating in this support level, and now the next move would be all the way up to the next all-time high, or especially like in the region of 70 or 700 US dollars. So this is definitely a good opportunity to buy Tau. Especially the same one also remains to render. So we also see here the rally of a render to his high on $12, get the correction, and also still here in the accumulation phase, like in this level. You can also see it before, it was a resistance. We fell down, resistance again, flipped it into support, make a big support level, also bouncing here after the correction, facing into the high, get now the confirmation that we are seeing here in the support area. And so I would definitely see a breakout in the next few, maybe a fast recovery. Also see from the wick down below, we see a big recovery from 10% already. So from this level now to the all-time high, or not to the all-time high, to the next high to $12 would be also like 30%, which is a very great opportunity to buy some render token. And if you want more updates and also know what I'm doing in this altcoin correction with altcoins I'm buying, or how I handle my positions, then click the link down below. The MoneyMind community is over there. I created a completely new community only for you, where I share a lot of information about how I handle in this crypto market, and also which coins I'm usually buying in this altcoin bull run. So definitely click out the link in the video description, and then we see in the next video.